You see that, Kev? Imani's killer.
Desperado's chief of operations goes by Sundowner, the Californian wildfire.
The kids.
Think we're too late?
Only one way to find out. George was still alive. Maybe the payment hasn't come through yet.
Maybe. But you heard what he said. They've already started some brains on VR training.
There must be more than just what I found here. What about the VIP in the suit?
I'll find out. He definitely seemed familiar.
Right. I'm going after the kids.
And there we go. Okay, so you kind of get a bit more of an understanding of what's going on, but it's kind of... there's something I was going to say, but it's kind of a spoiler, so I'm going to just be quiet. If you're kind of interested in the story, which, you know, I don't want to be kind of bad about that, where it's like, oh yeah, only about maybe, okay, say for example, only 10 people have seen the game. No, that would be bad, that would be real bad. Only 10 people who haven't seen the game, and then they just somehow click on my video. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, here's a spoiler, this guy, whatever. Oh yeah, Raiden dies again. No, no, of course he doesn't. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil something, so, I don't know. I enjoy the story, I would hate it. I'm going to just go on and probably a lengthy discussion about this, but... Oh. Okay. That guy's just on the floor. Okay then. I'm trying to think, where do we go now? Oh, okay, there we go. That was really good timing, actually. Right, we go through here. I think I know what's up ahead, I think I do. I know what the main thing is we have to do, but...
Bad news, Raiden. We can't find George.
What?
Maybe the coordinates you sent us were off?
No way. I merged the GPS location of our entry with all my movement data from that point on.
This is bad.
You think they got to him first?
I don't know. I'll have our guys sweep the area.
Thanks. I better keep moving.
I keep pressing that button instead. I get confused between that. Because like I said, the button layout it's pretty good, but it's can be somehow sometimes difficult, I say. Alrighty, and this thing, this is kind of annoying. Like, I don't think if I ever wanted to get perfection on this game, I could probably always mess up on this point. I think so, anyway. With that, you just gotta... Can you only face one of these things once? That's good for that matter, but... It's still kind of annoying because it just... I'm actually going to try and defend right now, and it should be okay. And there we go. I think I've nearly done with this chapter. It's been quite a short chapter actually. I think I'm done with it. It's been quite surprising. I'll get through the next chapter, which is when the next chapter is really long actually. But yeah, that'll be kind of cool. I'm gonna go and take this thing down. It should be okay. Not the hardest boss in the world, but I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, this is going to be easy, because I want to make sure to keep my health on future parts of this game, because I think maybe after this chapter things start to get just extremely difficult. They actually do. Like slowly you get to notice it, but the difficulty of the game, even if you put it on easy, if you put it on normal, I think this is on the normal setting, because I completed it on the normal difficulty, and then I think I played it through the easy one again. But the difficulty just pretty much rises up, and you kind of get to see that, especially with the next few chapters. Things just get a lot more difficult, and I'm kind of a bit worried about the next chapter, because there's a certain boss fight in it, and it's really difficult.
I knew I'd seen that guy before. Stephen Armstrong. As in Colorado Senator Stephen Armstrong. They're already talking about him as a shoo-in for the nomination in 2020. And get this, 2 years ago, a federal grand jury investigated his ties to a certain private...
World Marshal, one of the biggest PMCs out there. I remember.
The biggest, ever since the Big Five split up. Not to mention the single largest investor in military cyborg R&D in the world. Guess that answers the question of who's backing Desperado.
Marshall and Desperado in bed together. Should make for some fun headlines.
Headlines? This is World Marshal and a U.S. Senator we're talking about. There won't be any headlines. Even without the Patriots filter, no major media outlet will investigate allegations like these. It'd be financial and political suicide.
So we just what? Sit back while they keep carving up kids, stand aside while they build an army of cyborgs? You heard them. We shut down one lab, they build another. They're planning something big, Kev. We can't just wait for it to happen. We need to hit them first and hit them hard where it counts.
No, Raiden, no. I know what you're thinking, and just know. Colorado is in America, and America has these things called laws.
Mm-hmm. And law enforcement in Denver was privatized and farmed out to...
Marshall, yes, so what? There are still laws, and it's their headquarters, for Christ's sakes. You'd be heading right into the heart of a raging shitstorm.
I didn't say it would be easy. We'll figure it out once the kids are safe.
Jesus Christ. Kevin, out.
Right, I think we're done with this chapter. I think that we maybe have to go through like 2 more dolls or something, and then we're done. It's a short chapter. I'm really surprised at how short it was, but you guys are here. Oh yeah, they're just these guys. This is fine. There we go. That's done, and we go through here, and that's about it, I think. So we're done for this chapter. I am surprised how short it is. I didn't think it was gonna be this short actually.
They must have begun preparatory freezing.
What do you mean?
That device is filled with synthetic blood plasma. It can slow the metabolism of a harvested organ, circulating this plasma to sustain oxygen levels. You can preserve an arm, a brain, any body part for several hours.
So what are they freezing, and why?
I could not say. Perhaps they plan to sell off the organs of the children they were told to dispose of.
Unbelievable.
You had best hurry, Raiden.
Right. Shit!
Hey, stop right there!
George!
Raiden! You've heard of chloroform? A potent anesthetic in smaller doses. But breathe too much of it? And adios, muchachos! Break that glass, and I'll blow his brains out! Surrender! Or decide, the needs of the many or the needs of the few.
Raiden, don't worry about me now.
Quiet, pendejo! Surrender! I won't ask again.
George, are you sure?
I'm ready. Me life now so precious. Ting, what if we can take this scunt to hell with me?
Cállate!
That's all I needed to hear.
Stop it! Now! I'll kill him, I swear!
And there we go, so we've done it. I was actually really surprised, like that did not take too long whatsoever, considering that there was quite a lot of cutscenes in there. But so I've only just got something, and I don't want to say too much into it, but that last cutscene that comes into play a long time further into the game. It's like in the last 20 minutes you'll actually see what happens. So that's I was actually quite intrigued by that and quite interested in what happens. So yeah, you'll get to see what happens. It's the story can kind of go a slightly bit complicated now, because especially in this chapter, because it's a bit like, right, okay then, and you have to just follow it and just kind of not really kind of judge it, because like I said, they're turning kids into cyborgs and cutting out organs and stuff. It's weird, but yeah, it has a dark story to it also. It's not just like, oh, let's hack and slash everything, cut everything up, yay. No, it's kind of got a dark story to it. So I'm gonna leave it here, and when we go back, I'm gonna be doing chapter 3. Chapter 3's, I'm kind of concerned about it, because the boss fight in that took me about 2 hours straight to defeat, and it's really, really, really difficult. I think I might be able to do it though. It shouldn't be too much of a problem, but anyway, we'll get to that when we get to that. So yeah, I'll speak to you guys later. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.